Okay, babe, pick one.
Pick one? This one. Waffles, what does this mean?
That's what I'm gonna make you for breakfast.
Breakfast tacos? Can I take the breakfast tacos?
No, you have to pick the one that...
Breakfast tacos. But I want it to be with bacon, avocado, eggs, and cheese.
All right.
All right.
Everything you asked for.
Let's see how these are. 9.5 out of 10.
Not a 10 out of 10?
Dating in 2023 is not ideal, right? A lot of these girls are out here ghosting guys. Maybe you've met a girl who you thought was really cool, then she put you in the friend zone, or even worse, you got into a relationship with a girl and then it ended up being toxic and she didn't even respect you. And if you're watching my channel, I'm assuming you're on the way to becoming a high-value man who's focused on improving himself, and that's awesome. And it's normal you'd also want to be able to find a cool, high-value girl to share your life with. And I truly do believe these women are still out there, even if they're a very small minority. You just need to develop the skill of being able to quickly identify, does this girl have potential, or is she for the streets? All right, red flag number one, she has a bad family life. And this is not something that's necessarily gonna come up on like the first date or the second date, but once you've been hanging out with a girl for like 2 or 3 weeks, you're gonna start to see some indicators that, okay, she talks to her parents a lot, her brothers and sisters a lot. Oh, she doesn't talk with them at all. She has no relationship with them. Or maybe she even talks trash about them, right? And here's the thing. We don't have a choice who we're born to in life, right? So it's not your fault, or it's not a girl's fault if her family life was bad, but it is a fact that humans tend to model our lives after our parents. So if your parents have a really bad, toxic relationship, growing up, that's gonna get impressed in your brain, and you're gonna think, oh, that's what a normal relationship is. So if a girl has a bad family life, it doesn't mean that she can't find a way, to break the chain and build a healthy relationship, but it's a lot less likely that it's gonna be possible for her. So that would be one strike, and that's how this video is gonna work, because no one's perfect, but if a girl you're talking to has more than 2 of these things going on, Red flag number 2, she is overly proud of not being feminine. So maybe you're hanging out with a girl and she says something like,
yeah, I've never really been into cooking or cleaning.
And it's not that you need the most perfectly traditional old school housewife ever. For example, maybe you're an amazing chef and that's something that you want to do in a relationship. It's more the attitude that comes with saying something like this. Because when a girl says something like this, what I really hear is,
I'm the prize and I'm not expected to do anything and all the responsibilities are on you.
I'm gonna change the system a little bit. They're gonna be weighted strikes. This one's 3 strikes, because even if a girl's not a good cook, you still want a girl who's excited to try and contribute and make you happy. All right, red flag number 3.
Is when she never posts you. So say you've been hanging out with a girl for 3 or 4 months and you guys are doing activities together, maybe getting brunch, and she's posting it on her story, but she's blatantly not having you in it. That's a red flag. The 2 reasons are, A, she's talking to another guy and doesn't want him to find out about you, or 2, she has a lot of guys in her DMs and she likes the validation.
Yeah, you want a girl who's proud to be with you, not who's trying to hide you. I'd say
2 strikes.
2 strikes on that one. Now's the moment of truth. We're hitting up the Apple store to see if they'll sell me one left ear pod, because if y'all remember, I smashed it under a box at the gym.
Es la segunda generación de eso.
Okay. And we just ended up buying the new version, the 2nd generation, because, yeah, we could fix those maybe, or you could just buy the new one. And I guess the new one's probably better, so we got the new one. All right.
That was very fast.
I think you launched it. So let's be real for a second, bro. I know that it can be very challenging to try and change your dating life, because on one hand, you have that fear of failure that can just, that used to paralyze me from even trying to talk to girls, because they're like, it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And then now on top of that, there's this sentiment that man, if I picked the wrong girl and I put my trust in her, then I'm gonna invest a bunch of time in my life and she could take advantage of me down the line, and then I shouldn't even do that. And I just know that pain of feeling lonely and just wishing that I could find a cool girl. So if this is something that you'd want help with, maybe you've tried a little, but you haven't been able to figure it out, maybe you've just been putting it off and focusing on other areas of life, but if you want help with this, I just want to let you know that I am here to help with my Beast Dating Coaching Program.
So since I've joined the program, I've been going on 2 to 3 dates a week. Getting online dates has become so easy. I'm not investing a lot of time and energy.
As of now, I'm seeing 3 women.
My dating life was non-existent after being in this amazing program. I could literally have three or 4 dates a week if I wanted to. Having that ability to do such a thing is just crazy.
So look, those are just a few guys who've recently been through the program. There's been hundreds more over the last few years, and basically how it works is the guys in the program get access to a step-by-step blueprint that goes over everything from how to get over approach anxiety, how to set up the first date, how to run the first date, what to do after that, and also there's 5 live video coaching calls every single week they can hop on with myself and the other coaches so we can personally work with them until they're at the point they're consistently meeting and dating the types of high-quality girls they really want. Anyway, we're looking for a few more motivated guys to bring on board, so if this sounds like something that could be helpful to your situation, just go to beast-coaching.com or click that first link in the description to learn more and apply now. Again, that is beast-coaching.com.
Gains, bruh.
Workouts. Let me get in this lens. Workout complete. All right, red flag number 4 is body image issues. And I think if we're being honest with ourselves, we all have some level of body image issues where we look in the mirror and there's something about our body or our face that we don't love. But I've definitely dated a few girls in the past where it's developed to the point of being an eating disorder that's affecting their whole life. And at first, it doesn't seem like a big deal. Maybe it just seems like, hey, she doesn't eat much ever, or she has this really restrictive diet where she's not eating carbs or gluten or sugar or caffeine. But this means that she's in this place where she thinks if she just really controls her diet, it's gonna fix her. And as she gets more comfortable with you, it's gonna get worse and worse and worse, and she's gonna start dragging down your energy into this dark place, and she's not even gonna wanna do anything fun or leave the house because she might mess up her diet. Look, doesn't mean she's a bad person, but it does mean she's a bad person to date. That's 2 strikes. Red flag number 5, Julie, what you got?
If she doesn't like animals.
Ooh, what type of sick person doesn't like animals?
Look, you don't have to be like obsessed with animals like me, but like if a girl doesn't like animals, there's something that's like a little wrong with that, right? Because it just shows that like you're caring, that you can like love other things. Like, I don't know, I just think, I don't trust someone that doesn't like animals.
At least if you want to have some chance that this person could be your wife and maybe be nurturing kids someday, I would say that's a red flag. How can you test her? Maybe you like see a dog on the street and you make a comment.
You'd be like, oh, that's a really cute dog. See what she says.
I probably 1 strike for this one, unless she says some really disgusting things about the animals.
I don't know. I think it might be a 2 strike in my book.
Number 6, your friends seem hesitant about her. So this is likely after you've been dating a girl for a few months. One of your friends makes a comment, yeah, man, I don't know, maybe you should break up with her. First of all, like, your friends don't just randomly go in on girls you're dating. That means you likely expressed some doubt that gave them that opening. Maybe you said, man, Susie doesn't like puppies. You know, man, Susie never posts me on social media. We talked about it. She's not sure she wants to have kids. So the fact that you're having doubts already is a red flag. But then if they confirm it, especially if multiple friends confirm it, these are people who care about you. A lot of times our friends care more about us than we do. We don't always treat ourselves the best. You gotta listen. Also, let's be honest. Once that conversation begins between friends, like, the relationship is doomed to fail. It's just a matter of how long. Solid 2 strikes for this one. So apparently it's supposed to be downpouring here for the next like 5 days, and I can't really complain about the weather in Marbella, but I'm complaining about it. All right, red flag number 7. This is one that you know is coming, and I know a lot of y'all are not going to agree with me on this, but it's facts. It's when she has guy friends. Look, there's some rare scenarios where like a guy and a girl are old childhood friends and there's legitimately no sexual tension between them, but almost always when a guy and a girl are friends, there's some degree of sexual tension. And even if the girl's not interested in the guy, a lot of times the guy has been friend zoned and he's just like hanging around to see if he gets an opportunity down the line. And if you're talking to a girl and you notice that she regularly hangs out one-on-one or even just texts one-on-one with other guys, chances are she likes the validation. Those guys are waiting to swoop in if they can.
And a lot of times, like, girls that have a lot of guy friends, they have one foot out the door in a relationship and they have like a lineup waiting for like, oh, if this relationship ends, it's okay because I have all these other guys that are interested in me.
And then she never even fully invests into the relationship with you in the first place. How many guy friends you got?
0, but I'm friends with a lot of your friends.
That's different though. Like, if I would want my girlfriend or my wife to be friends with my friends. It'd be weird if she wasn't. 2 strikes on that one. Red flag number 8. It's when you guys are not on the same page in the bedroom.
Yeah, like sex is super important, and if she doesn't like having it or you don't like having it and the other person has a high sex drive, it's just never gonna work.
Yeah, usually it's gonna be the guy that wants to do it more often, and it doesn't mean that she needs to be down 1000% of the time that you wanna do it.
But if she's making excuses every time you bring it up, like that's not gonna change.
It's gonna get worse. It is gonna change. It's gonna get worse. If like a few months in, you're already having like a little bit of resentment towards her because she's not fulfilling your needs in that way, it's gonna get worse. There's actually a quote I heard that like people don't really change unless they change for the worse.
Accurate.
Now maybe the frequency's there, but she's just not doing the types of things that turn you on. In that case, you gotta have a conversation with her, take the lead, and be her teacher, kind of.
Also, it could be that the girl's not getting turned on either, so that's a chance for you to ask her, like, hey, what do you want? Because maybe she was too shy to like tell you what she needed.
1 strike, unless you already had the conversation, then 3. All right, let's get a little bit more seductive. For red flag number 9, she goes out to the bars or the clubs frequently.
Yeah, if she's going out like girls' night every weekend, like what is she doing? She's doing it because she wants to go and talk to other guys. Even if she's not cheating or doing anything, she's seeking that validation, and that's just sketchy.
Yeah, let's be real for a second. We all know what that environment is like. When you're in there, you know, all the eye contact, all this sexual tension everywhere. People who are there are normally single looking to meet other people. So if it's a girl in a relationship who's always going out, it's just questionable. What if a girl says though, like, I just want to go out and dance with my friends, stop being jealous?
Yeah, but you can go out and dance with your friends and bring your boyfriend along. Like that, the issue is when she wants to do it without you.
Exactly, 2 strikes. And red flag number 10 is this thing right here.
Is when she's sketchy with her phone. And I'm talking, maybe she's like texting and then the guy's looking over and she like puts her phone down, or she never, hey, no, I don't want you to use my phone. Like she's being weird about it. Like, why? What do you have to hide?
Even if they always do like the phone tilt when you guys are kind of near each other and they're always kind of like tilted away just so you can't see the screen, that is not by mistake. And it could be she's DMing other guys. It could be she's just looking at other guys' profiles on Instagram. It could be she's on an actual dating app.
She's doing something she should not be doing because her behavior is trying to not get caught.
The only acceptable thing is if she's buying you like a present or doing something to surprise you. But let's be honest, that's not what it is. Another 2 strikes. If you made it to the end of this video, I would recommend you check out this one next. It is about some raw, uncomfortable truths about dating modern women and about some mindset shifts that you need to make so you don't get taken advantage of. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Go ahead and click right there to subscribe because I release 2 new videos every single week and you don't want to miss them. I'll talk to all of y'all in the next video. Stay beastly.